Hello YouTubers. Well, this is Rob, or Mr. Rock Rops, or however you want to look at it, or say it. I am doing a repro of Otzi, the 5,000-year-old iceman. I'm doing a reproduction of his knife. Now, I had to use a modern tool to go get the stick here, but I am using one of my favorite knives, or I guess you would just call it a flake, but it's one of my favorites to use to make the thing. Now, the reason I'm making this today is I'm making it for a friend at work. He is deaf, so I'm not sure if I can get a closed captioning on this so he can understand everything I'm saying, but a lot of it he's going to see just by doing it. So I went out and got some yucca. You know, I went out on a little, what do you call it, a resource hunt. I went to my father's, stole a bunch of yucca, went to my favorite wooded area, stole me a piece of, I think it's poplar. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's poplar. But I've already used the flake to make the end of it here. And I'll probably use the flake on this end too, but I gotta split it still. Now the reason I'm doing this is because I have an absolute hard-on for paracord for some reason. And the guy that I'm making this for made me this paracord wrap for my lanyard for my knife. You can stick your hand in it. You can stick your hand in it, the knife's not going anywhere. And right here on the end, he put a marble in there as well for like a self-defense type thing if I smack somebody with it. Alright. Now, hold on just a second. Made this little lanyard here for my other one. Now, I don't really use the lanyard on this one because I don't use a whole lot of the chopping, but we'll do a quick knife review as well. This is the Condor El Salvador. I got this from knifecenter.com. I paid $26 with it for shipping and handling as well. I think it was right around $31. It's got the Scandi grind to it. This is the 2011 model. Now, a lot of people complained that the handle wasn't really finished that well, but you know what? I like to customize my knives anyway, so that's the reason I bought this. Now, the bad thing and the good thing is, I got a $200 knife, blind horse knife, you know, the Pathfinder knife. I'm afraid to hit it because I spent $200 on it. This one here, I spent $26 on it. I ain't afraid to pound on it. I'm not sure if you can see the lub that I've already given it here on the back for my flint, using it as a flint and steel striker. But all around, great knife. You know, a lot of people don't like it. I don't know. I really think it's a great knife. Comfortable in the hand, good for just about every general bushcrafting item you can do. Alright, on to what I'm going to do here. Just a second, I'm going to set my tripod up and I'll be right back with you. Okay. I've already started it. Now I'm going to use my modern tool to split it. I want to go easy on this because I want it to split right down the center all the way. Get past that knot there. There we go. Okay. Two perfect halves of poplar. I love this wood. It's soft enough and it's hard enough at the same time. Okay. I have my knife point. Now, I've been researching Otzi's knife for a couple of weeks now, and the pictures that you can see online are kind of vague as far as like what kind of point he used in here, but the rest of it is real noticeable if you pay attention. He wrapped this end with cordage and this end with cordage, but at this end he made his own wedge and wedged it in there so that it would bring it out tight once you get your cordage on there. So I'm going to have to do that as soon as I get it all set. But you all know how to make cordage out of yucca leaves. You gotta pound them out to get the fibrous stuff apart. Favorite tool, hammerstone. Okay, now For those of you who don't know how to make it, as you can see, I've got it pounded out just this here, and it's already starting to fray out. Now this is going to take me a little while, so I'm going to go ahead and stop the tape here because I only got 15 minutes to make a video. I'm going to pound all this stuff out, and then I'll show you just a quick way of making some cordage, and then we'll move on to the rest of it. So I'll be right back with you once I get some of this pounded out. Okay, I got a few pieces pounded out. As you can see, it's already starting to come apart and going to make great cordage for this knife. Excuse me. So as you can see, the more you pound, the more that plant fiber you get off there, the more the rope is revealed. And then, you know, you got to twist it. I'm sure you all seen enough hundreds of videos on how to twist this up, so I'm not going to show it. I might show a minute or so of it, but other than that, you all know how to do this. At least I hope. And if you don't, there are thousands of videos out there in YouTube land to get you this, to make this. Or books, or just watching my dumb ass. So, as you can see, pull it off there. I like to get as much of the plant material off as I can, so I get more just of the fibers, but you don't always get it all off. But as you can see, there's good cordage right there. You just got to twist it up. Okay. Now, I am not sure. Like I said, the information on Otzi is kind of limited as far as how he made his tools. But, you know, I've been studying Aboriginal tools and things like that most of my life, so I know that he split it, and he probably split it with just a flake, you know, just right down the center of it, you know, because once you get it started, it'll go on down. It's a matter of just getting it started, but I like my modern tool for that. But I do enjoy being outside and playing with the primitive skills, but you know, sometimes you just don't want to have to waste your time. So, like I said, just pound out the fibrous material. There's other ways to do this. You can put it in water and let it soak and pound it out and put it back in water and let the fibrous material just come off. Or the plant material, I'm sorry. But this does take a little bit of time if you're going to do it, you know, with just a hammerstone. One of my favorite hammerstones to hit my rocks with, and various other projects that I do. Now, I do got one more tip for you. I don't know, some of you guys are already doing this, but I thought it was a good idea for myself. You go out and buy yourself paracord. Everybody's got paracord. Thousands and thousands of uses for paracord. Well, what I did is I went out and bought me another 100 feet of paracord because I only buy it at 100 feet at a time. Because I prefer making my own rope, things like that. But in a survival situation and in a pinch, I did as bootlaces. Now what I did is I cut one 25-foot length into two pieces, which gave me 12.5 feet. Put it in there, wrapped it around, I don't know, several times. It's like 7 or 8 times. Now I can cut this portion off, any of this off, and have myself a bow drill string, or any other uses you might need, without compromising your shoestrings. So that's just another little quick tip there. I'm sure some of you guys are already doing it, but some people don't know that you can do that. And it makes a great shoelace. It very rarely breaks. Alright. I'll get back with you. Okay. Now, since I am such a nerd, and I enjoy the flint knapping and the primitive skills so much, that not every one of my knives are exact repros, things like that. This is one of my ones I just created. I don't know if you could see that. Let me see. There we go. Little wood spirit into it with my dagger point. Now, I know this one here is never going to be used for anything other than probably a mantelpiece. But, let's see if I can get it. There we go. You know, just a few of my little play toys and things that I do. Not everything has to be a reproduction, you know. This is very unique. It's a Christmas gift this year, so. And since none of my family really watch my YouTube page, I can show this without worry. Okay, back to it. As you can see, I got several, I'm going to say at least 2 feet of